This Vinny production video brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget 5% discount code BNSS6951 and by Highways and Byways. Excellent graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad. Check it out. Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Productions video. I am Vinny, your host, also known as BNSS6951. This is a model railroad channel. So if you guys are interested in run-up sessions, scratch builds, live streams, prototypes, and everything related to model railroads, this is the channel for you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down there, hit the bell that's up there, and give me those too. Anyhow, with all that being said, let's get on with the video, so come on in. Alright guys, welcome back to Major Changes number 51. In this video, we're going to go ahead and tackle the town of Wickenburg. I had mentioned a couple of times in some previous videos that I wanted to take the buildings from the front of the layout and put it towards the back, which means I had to rearrange the track. So, if you guys want to see what I am talking about, stay tuned and watch the video. We'll be right back. Alright guys, what you're looking at here is my representation of Old Town Wickenburg. Now all of these buildings that you see here should be up front here, and that's the way I originally had it. But I thought I'd rather see trains than buildings, so I want to put the buildings behind, so therefore I need to have a road here. So these tracks right here have to be moved out, and I don't know if you guys can see this red line right here, but that's going to be the new main line, and then right next to it will be the siding. And also the reason why I'm changing this out is because the siding that's here right now goes into the other room, and it's kind of a hassle to do switching with that, so I'm going to put everything in this room right here. So I'm going to have room probably for a 15-car siding, which is good enough because that's what I run on my layout. Anyhow, I already started loosening this track up. As you can see, it is loose. I need to continue on, and we'll do some temporary mock-ups and see how it's going to work out. So with that being said, stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright guys, what you're looking at now is the rearranged track. It's not tacked down yet, of course. I'm just doing some mock-ups right now. But as you can see on this line right here, which is the main line, there's a 15-car manifest on there, and it fits comfortably into that situation right there. On this track here is the siding, and I can get 11 auto racks in there. Also with these extra long ones that are here. Anyhow, the tape measure represents my 3 5-car sets of a container train. So basically this is going to work out pretty good. Then I'll have a road that will be going along the buildings here and the sidewalks, and then there'll be roads coming out to meet up with this main road. This main road out here I'm going to keep. It'll be the road that goes out to Las Vegas. Anyhow, with all that being said, let me get to work on this because I have some wiring to do and all that kind of good stuff. So we'll be back in a little bit. Bye for now. Alright guys, we're going to start this this part of the video off by showing you what I have done as far as mocking up the track. Anyhow, from right behind that little gas station, which is one of my projects that I got going on, there is a turnout just before the bridge. And as we come down Wickenburg, Old Wickenburg, the outside track is going to be the main line, and the inside track is going to be the siding. We come all the way down, and we have this little shop here that actually was done when Sparky and everybody was here, but I just never got to show it to them. But this is Sparky and Joe G's maintenance building. Then we have another little scratch build backdrop that I've done, and then we have maintenance away shop with spur track for the maintenance away, and then we have the depot, and then we have the display of the locomotive that's at the depot. This is not the exact locomotive, But anyhow, that was donated to me, so I decided I'd put it on display. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and put, make up some roads and put some roads in here and see how it looks. And then after that, we'll see how everything else is going to work out. So anyhow, with all that being said, stay tuned and we will be right back. Alright guys, before we get back onto the road project that I'm doing for Wickenburg, I'm going to show you how I'm going to be doing these new foundations. Since I am using the, I think this is 1mm thick styrene for my roads, I want to make my foundations have a little bit of a curve. So what I did was I took another sheet of this and laminated it together, and that's why you see the weights up on here. This is pretty much dry right now, but anyhow, as you can see, if I put this here like this, it gives a pretty nice reveal for a curve. So anyhow, the next step on this is we're going to take all this weight off of here, and I just used this Model Masters glue to laminate the two of them together. Next thing I'm going to do is make this look like sidewalk here. So what I did was, at every 10 feet, I drew a mark, and also here on the end, and I still need to do this side right here. And I did that with the help of my little T-square, which has got a little lip right here. So you just put it up against the work, and you can get a square line. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and finish these lines off, and then I'll show you the next step after that. So just bring this over here like this, and now you don't need to go all the way across because this there'll be a building sitting on top of here. In fact, what I did was I took off the old foundation, which was this guy. And this is good for like doing mock-up stuff, but not for the actual build, because this was one of those signs. And I keep telling you guys that all along, because what happens is after a while, when you start putting your grooves in here for your sidewalk, it's going to start warping along the edges, as you can see right there. So this is when all I was able to afford was this $3 or $4 plastic. So that's why those were done. But anyhow, these are the buildings that are going to be sitting on top of here. And like I said, these lines do not have to go past the building. So if you just put the building there like that, you have perfect sidewalk. So now the next part of this is going to be to I brought my other little ruler here. I guess I didn't. We're going to go ahead and scribe these lines in here, and that'll give it like the individual deals that the concrete guys do. Anyhow, this one here will have to go all the way to the back, because this you'll be able to see this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like 2 or 3 passes with my knife. And that'll give me my groove. And then I'll do the same thing with these guys. Now remember, I don't have to go past this line that I just did. So it's just basically just do the edges here. Just make sure you're on the lines and keep it consistent. We got 1, 2, 3, let's go 4 and 4. And we'll do the same thing. We'll do 4 on all of them. Just so you get enough definition after you paint this, you'll still be able to see those. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue on doing all of this, and then we'll do a little primer coat of paint on here, and then we'll figure out what color we're actually going to paint this after all is said and done. Anyhow, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish this and bring it back when it's already has the grooves in it and it's been painted. So stay tuned and we'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, I thought before I bring you out to the layout and show you what's going on out there with the new foundations that I did, I figured as long as I was sitting here at the workbench, I ought to go ahead and take care of these roads. Now this is the 3 pieces of main road that go through the town of Wickenburg. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dressing them up. Then I'm going to use the Highways and Byways graphic kit. This is an N-scale kit. He also does HO kit. So you might want to check him out if you need some striping for your layout. And I want to try and get these out of here. Alright. There's one. Maybe. Okay. I could just rip the bag open, but try and save the bag so any leftovers I can keep them preserved. Alright. Okay, now in the kit, if you guys are not aware of what comes in the kit, you get your railroad crossings. Let's see here. And you get a bunch of curves and straight arrows. You can see that. And then oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, well, apparently John has redesigned his packaging on this. I thought this was all one piece, but it's not. As you can see, there's small pieces in there. So we're going to start off with the yellow. We're going to put that down the center line. And it doesn't matter which road we start with, they're all going to be the same. So, with my blade, I will go ahead and pick up one of these lines. There you go. And we will start. Now these are peel and stick, guys, so they work fairly easy. Alright, and I already drew out the stop line where the stop line needs to be. And I already drew out my center line, so I know where that's got to be. And these roads are approximately 16 feet wide. I know you guys have seen me do this before, previously. Let me take another one up. I'm not too crazy about the way he redid this, but if it works for him, I guess it's okay. Now, these are thin enough where you can overlap if you need to, and I always do. You gotta use your eyeballs just to make sure that things are looking good, and I just noticed that this one here is not looking really too good on the center line. So, when you pick it up and move it over a bit, and then we'll cut it at the stop line. Just like that. And there you go, easy peasy. Center line is down. I'm also going to put white on the outsides to determine where the curb is at. But we'll continue with the yellow for now. And do the next one. And so you guys get the idea of how this is all done. These are really, really cool graphics. The layouts the best I've seen. I don't think there's anybody else on the market that has these at N scale. Maybe in HO they do. But let's see, move that back a little bit. And when you're putting these down, guys, try not to stretch them. They are vinyl and they will stretch, but I think what happens after a while is they start to lose their elasticity and they go back to normal size, and so they'll shrink. So my advice to you is not to stretch them as you're putting them down. And again, guys, anything we do in our hobby is all patience. Gotta have the patience. If you don't have the patience and you get frustrated right away, then maybe you should find a different hobby. But this requires lots and lots of patience. I don't know if he gets more on his stuff by doing it this way, or it's just easier for him to do it this way. Don't know. Anyhow, it's his business, so he can do it however he likes. And so we'll go ahead and overlap this last little piece right here. And bring it out to there. And again, we'll cut it at the stop sign, at the stop line. Now these little pieces that you cut off, don't throw them away. Just put them back on the paper, because you'll find use for them later on for sure. Alright, so we got 2 done with the yellow stripe, the center line. And we'll do the last one now. See, now that piece I just told you not to throw away, here's a perfect example of where we can use it. Instead of taking a whole new piece and cutting it down, alright, so now all 3 of these rows had their center lines. Now I'm going to go ahead and do these here stop lines. Now this is a little different procedure on this part. And so we will go ahead and take that out of the package. And you can see right here, here's all your different stop signs, stop lines I should say. And I'm just addressing the main roads right now until I get the track down. Then I will do the side roads and put the railroad crossing in and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I just want to dress up these roads a little bit and see how we get going on this. So basically what I'm going to do is I need 1, 2, 3, I need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 8 here. So we'll go ahead and just cut 6 of them out. Just like that. Now these here are going to be a burnish type deal. So we will see. Let's see if I got. Well, I guess I could use the back side of my hobby knife. Anyhow, we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and cut these. I'm just trying to show you the process of doing these roads, guys. It is a fairly simple operation, but again, like I said, it is tedious and you need to take your time. So, like I said, we're just going to cut all of these out, get them ready, and then the last 2. Okay, now we have all of these cut out. These are a burnish type deal. So what you need to do is there is a backing on here, and what I usually do is take my blade and just kind of put it in between there. And this, like I said, this is going to be the patience part, because sometimes you'll get it and sometimes you won't. It definitely plays tricks on your eyeballs too. Yeah, I think I got it that time. Yeah. There you go. I think. Let's see. No? Alright, let me go ahead and peel this off and I'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I have it peeled back. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take it off the backing, totally. Like so. And we will place him in the position that he needs to go in. It should be right here. Make sure it's straight. And it looks like we can. Yeah. Alright, so once you got it in place, rub it down with your hand, with your finger a little bit, and then take a burnishing tool. Let's see. I'm going to try these new tools out that Dave, the NSF guy, brought over to me one day. I want this blue one. blue ones. Ah, okay. Well, alright, we'll see if this is going to work. These are burnishing tools. We just see, I've never used these before, so let's see if they're actually going to work. So basically what you're going to do is just go ahead and burnish it in. When you think you have it done, gently lift your paper up and make sure that you see that it's stuck down on here on the end, and then just slowly go ahead and pull it up. And there you go. You got a stop line. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And again, let's see how easily this will come off of here. I usually don't have any problems with this. The blade usually finds its way, just like it just did right there. And you can see, there you go. And I don't know if I like these short ones. I might do the next ones with the longer ones. Just eyeball it and make sure it looks straight. And I think that looks good right there. And then we'll take our tool again and we'll go ahead and burnish. This is a great product, guys. When it's working right, it is a great product. Last time I was doing this, I was having a little problem getting these ones that are burnishing off. Alright, that one looks good. Again, before you pull it up, and make sure you always pull it up slow, just look down here and make sure that it's actually on your road, and then just go ahead and seal it up. Very nice, just like that. So now I will go ahead and add my white lines along the side, and I do have a vehicle here, so you see I got plenty of room to do what I need to do here. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and put my white stripes down the side, and it's the same thing as the yellow. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to take this one up, and this will go right along the edge of your road. And just adding these stripes and graphics makes a big difference on how your road and your streets are going to look, and your total scene. Alright, there's one. Alright. Again, I overlap them. You don't have to. If you can get it butted up nice and close, then you don't need to do this. But I do it this way because I cannot get them up close and personal, so I overlap them. And like I said, the overlap is very hard to see unless you're really looking for it. And you do the same thing with the leftover piece, put it back on your paper, and now your road is almost complete. And of course, after you weather these and you knock the color down a little bit, they will look a lot better. So let's see, let's go ahead and take this next guy up. Yeah, I may custom fit these lines because I don't like the extra spaces there. I'd rather have it go from line to line. So I just might use the longer ones for that on the next road. But as you can see, it does take a little bit of time to do this, but when you're finished, it will look awesome. The straighter you can get these on your road, of course, the better your road will look. There you go. Uh-oh. Come on, stick. There it is. Stick. Alright, so there you go. There's the completion of one road. And I just have the other two to do right now. So with that being said, stay tuned, and when I get finished with the roads, we'll go out to the layout and we'll take a look and see how it looks. Anyhow, with that being said, we'll be right back. Alright guys, so within an hour I completed 3 roads, as you can see right here, and I think the longer stop lines look better. I'll probably change these out when I start doing some weathering on these. Yeah, we'll do some weathering on this, but not at this particular time. I just want to go ahead and put this up on the layout, see what it looks like, and then give you overall view of what the work I've done so far in this update. Anyhow, with that being said, let's take this out to the layout and see what it looks like. So with that being said, stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright guys, here's the roads that I just finished. As you can see, they're right along here. Now, one thing I didn't tell you guys that I do when after I install the graphics is I hit that with a dull coat or a clear finish. That'll help the decals and graphics stay attached to the road a lot better. Anyhow, I got them all the way down to here, which is going to be the end, and then on this side here will be a dirt road. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that all the way down there. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. There you go. But down here there'll be a dirt road that goes for these structures back here, and possibly even going into the other room. Now I also added some these are street graphics that I have from a previous road. I just want to give you guys an idea of what it's going to look like, and the railroad crossing will be on this side also. And in addition to all of that, I'm putting these guys in, and these will be operating. I don't know if the gates will be operating, but the lights will definitely be working. I do have them, the kits for them. There'll be 3 of them. I'll put them on the outside only. The reason why is because you're not really going to see it coming this way. I might do it, I don't know yet, we'll see. But each one of the circuits only can carry 12 LEDs, and if I put 3 of these, that equals the 12 LEDs. So, with that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all folks. BNSF 6951 and the Cuz out for now.